So.
On stopping, what's your preferred way of like getting the license? Because the few times I do get stopped, I'll have my license and registration ready by the time they walk up. But at the same time, it does look suspicious that I'm over here fucking with the glove box and stuff while you're walking up. And I'm like, So I'm like, do I wait till you get to the car, or do I have it ready for you? What?
Yeah, you reminded me. I wanted to make sure, and I'm gonna go on off of that. For our audience, do you recommend like maybe what are some things that you would recommend, like just do it as quick as possible, maybe just sit still if you can't find anything, or?
It depends.
Right.
It depends because, like, let's say for example, it's the middle of the night. You know, there's a lot of things that, of course, people don't know that we look at as officers. You know, we're checking our safety as far as yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just because we turn on our lights doesn't mean we have control of everything. We don't. You know, traffic's still coming. People are still, doing their thing. So the first thing we have to do, as far as before we get even to that, is make sure you're in a safe location. We are parked correctly. We've already checked our surroundings. We've checked your license plate. We've let our dispatchers know everything as far as our location, stuff like that we need to go abide by, and then we start to stop. You know, we get out of the vehicle. We still check for traffic. Have our flashlight fits at night. During the day, you see a lot more as far as people reaching over, getting their stuff and stuff like that. I don't have a preference. Either way, both are good. If they wait for me to come up there and then they get their information, that's okay. If they have it ready, just gives me an idea they've been stopped before. But, either way, I like them both.
Well, everyone knows the procedure.
Right, you're right.
And you're stopped or not stopped before you even know the procedure.
Right. I don't know. For me, myself, like, I've only been stopped at night once.
Right.
And I was like, I didn't panic, but I was like, okay, what's the best way I can just avoid any trouble? When I turned on my lights, I turned off my vehicle. Like, is that overkill, or is that?
No, that's good. we like that because at that point we know you're not doing something you're not supposed to.
Okay.
Because like you're helping us out. Mm-hmm. Like, oh hey, you know what?
Turn off
right. As far as the vehicle being off, so we can speak clearer.
Mm-hmm.
As far as having your lights on, so we can see. Have the view of everything, that we're not be blinding you with our flashlights and stuff. And it just helps us a lot, so we appreciate that. We don't mind that.
Okay, cool, because I did that, and I was like, when I did that, the officer kind of chuckled. He's like, "Whoa, why you like?" It felt like he was laughing because I've just overdone it.
No,
it felt like that to me.
I would have laughed at your ass. Now, usually every time I get stopped, if I'm driving, I'll usually drive into, like off the road.
Gotcha.
Like into like a facility or something, like a parking lot.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. If you can, it's obviously the best. Like I said, as far as us, we will be checking for safety first. But, if need be and there's positions you can't do that, we understand that. We're not going to, I guess at the end of the day, we're not like, oh, that's a ticket because he parked right in the middle of the thing, He didn't give me a chance to go inside this parking lot,
Have you ever been in a weird situation where the driver can't find a place to go and it goes on for maybe 5 minutes?
I was about to ask that. I was like, is there a certain time limit where they need to?
Not necessarily a time limit.
It's been 10 minutes. We're ringing up.
Right. No, it just depends on how they're reacting to it. If there's nowhere to stop, you give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And they're not going 80 miles an hour trying to get to that safety spot. You're like, okay. So, as long as they're doing it safely, they're going and they're getting to that position or that place, we're okay with that.
As they're driving slow, they're just
we look at everything, and everything's recorded, so that's another thing that helps us out.